out for a reason. Show face if it's then I'm cheesing. If not, get a check, love my demon. Aye, it's duck season, yeah. Only pop out for a reason. Show face if it's then I'm cheesing. If not, get a check, love my demon.
It's a couple different ways you make it out this life. Know your step.
I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. On the sidelines, it's David Aldridge. And it's another road game for the Grizzlies. And, of course, Vince Williams. We'll get to see him for the first time playing for the Grizzlies.
Here we go. Well, we're about to see what the buzz around the league is all about here. Is it going to be just hype or will it be reality? We will find out here soon enough, along with the fans in this arena and the people watching at home.
Morant with the bucket. Greg, we've got two of the top offensive teams in this one.
Yeah, but my focus is on the other end tonight, defense. The team that can come up with just a few timely stretches of stops, I think they win.
Payne for three. Lets it go with the three. The rebound by Steven Adams. And so Allen will bring it up now for the Suns. And slam dunk by Allen.
Okay, two hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Inside, it's stolen by Allen. And here we go with Allen running it up the court. Up and in on the layup.
In the flick of a switch, going from defense to offense.
And the speed of that transition score. From defense to offense, able to take advantage before they can get set.
Basket good.
Well, Daniels has good length, so this close in, he can...
It's a great finish!
Oh, my.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. Jackson down low. Out to Morant. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
And always hovering around the 50, 40, 90 mark, Kevin Durant is both prolific and Greg efficient.
And Kevin, you want to talk about guys in this league who make winning plays time and time again? KD is right at the top of that list.
Now Daniels following the miss by Jaren Jackson from deep. Shot clock at 5. Here's Hartenstein. Phoenix grabs the miss. Stolen by Jackson. On the wing, Daniels. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Well, Daniels is a tall guard. He can get up with the best of them.
Durant. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Stolen. And here we go. Morant hitting that. It's a great finish.
Oh, my gosh. Well, this is what the fans want to see. Morant showing off all of his superb athleticism.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the...
Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
Oh, he's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. To the paint. Here's Iguodala.
Oh, great feed by Durant. There's way more than scoring to his offensive game.
Now, here's Morant for 3. And the 3 ball is good. Morant's got 9.
Well, he obviously came in ready to play, already hitting 4 of his first 5 shots. Putting that pass right in his stride, didn't have to slow up, and was able to complete the play. Come on, you can't be doing that. I know these guys want to put on a show, but you can't pass up scoring opportunities.
Here's Richardson. Pass to Iguodala. Shot clock at 6. Eason down low. Right now averaging about 5 points a game. Beats the shot clock but can't get it to fall. And with this core of the Suns, you know, Greg, you never know who is going to initiate the offense for them.
And that can cause problems at times, Kevin. Can run you into issues keeping the ball moving. Turnovers can be their Achilles heel as well.
And the Grizzlies call their first time out of the game. The Suns leading. 1:21 left here in the opening quarter. Here's Armstrong. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Kennard on the wing. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
And stolen by Williams. It's Morant with the drive.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
Here's Armstrong. Good on the triple. Armstrong's got 5. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Pass to Bain. On the wing, Williams. Now Jackson. 5 on the clock. Jackson with the screen. Eason grabs the board. And now the Suns a fast break. And he goes in for the dunk.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
It's all tied in Phoenix. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return.
The Grizzlies, 21.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, they've made a point to get inside on this defense, and it's been working like a charm early on.
The 3, and again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Well, this is what they pay Kennard to do. He's led the league in three-point percentage multiple times.
And it's Isaiah Hartenstein with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Goes up off the inbound. Plays it up and banks it in. Bulls got his first points of the night.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Here's Topic. Pass to Hartenstein. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Go into the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
Bull with it. Williams picks him up. It's stolen by Hartenstein. Memphis the rebound to the inside. Here's Kennard. 9 points in the game so far. Back to Williams. Pass to Kennard. Fires from deep. It's another look. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, for Williams, the most important thing is remaining healthy. Because when he does that, he's an impactful player.
So, Stan, the Grizzlies trio of Ja Morant, Desmond Bain, and Jaren Jackson Jr. From the outside looking in, what a great base going forward.
I agree with that, Kevin. Look, not only are those 3 outstanding individual players, but they complement each other so well. There's such a great fit with those 3 guys. That's a great base for the future.
And so it's Memphis with it. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. Kennard on the wing. Lets the 3 fly. It's hauled in by the Suns.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Armstrong. And the layup falls. Armstrong's got 7 points.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
On top of that, they're creating turnovers and taking advantage by converting on the offensive end.
Down low. Here's Bull. And the dunk by Bull.
That's just too easy for Ball. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
Back to Daniels. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
There's no bigger play in a close game than a putback slam.
Oh, and that one's got them all hyped up. Wow.
Yes, some guys shrink in big moments, and some rise to the occasion.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triple.
Pass to Strus. And here's Miller outside. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. Daniels with it. There's his 3rd field goal, and now he's made half of his 6 shots. Stan, I could talk about coaching with you from morning till night, but what's the most difficult part of coaching that maybe the average fan doesn't know about?
Well, there's probably a lot of things like that, Kevin, so I'll just give you one. When you're coaching a star player who's on the decline a little bit, in his own mind, he's still that guy he was in his best years, but you have to limit his role, not get him as many shots, things like that, and there can be some tension, and it's with a guy that you have huge respect for.
That's a great example. Coaching an aging star, very different. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Kennard on the wing. For the 3. Here's Hartenstein. In close, he hits it. Hartenstein's got 4 points in the quarter.
When you're trying to claw your way back into a game, you cannot allow second chance opportunities.
Well, look, their lack of effort is exactly why they're behind. Just look at how they're getting bullied on the glass right now.
And Stan, here we are watching DeAndre Hunter. What impresses you most about his game?
Well, I like how steady he has been since he came into the league. I like the fact that he's a guy who can make shots but doesn't need the ball a lot. And I especially like, Kevin, that he's just a guy who figures out what needs to be done, and he's willing to do any of it to help his team win.
What a great intangible, right? To shift during a game and, like you said, give the team what they need at that moment. Good on the shot.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Pass to Kennard. Back to Morant. Nifty move. And Morant throws it down.
Well, this kind of performance from Morant doesn't surprise anyone. He can score with the best of them.
KD can't get it to go.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
And Jackson throws it down hard.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Yeah, when you're moving the ball like that, it just keeps everyone engaged in the game.
Durant with a wide open look. Again, the miss by KD. The shot and game clock separated by 4. It's rebounded by Durant.
You know, you'd love to see him pull that off, but instead he goes from highlight reel to the blue. You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Morant drives in. Misses the one-handed jam.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've got to finish that slam. Gotta be a little embarrassed by that one.
And so it's Memphis, looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. We come back right after this. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Ja Morant was the first NBA guard in a quarter century to lead the league in points in the paint. He says, I can't just rely on dunking every single play, so I need different types of finishes to get my shot off, whether it's high off the glass, the reverse, or hanging in the air forever. And Kevin, he just says it so casually. Back to you.
I know it. But look, David, he doesn't do it casually, right? He is a one-man circus. 5 to shoot. Fires from the wing. The shot by KD. No good.
Well, and even though he couldn't get down in the fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
And that's what they want to see out of Jackson, getting out on the break and just busting it up the court.
Here's Richardson, and he lays it straight in. Richardson's got his first 2 points of the night.
No issues on that one. Good work all around.
Morant outside. Memphis keeping it alive with a new 14. On the wing, Daniels. He's got 6, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Daniels has got 8 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Here's KD. Rebounded by Jackson.
Well, it's been a frustrating night for him at the offensive end. Just not able to give them any kind of a lift.
And there's the foul. It's on Steven Adams. That's foul number 2 for him. The Suns making a switch here. And timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer. He wants to talk to his guys. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And here's Morant.
Timeout.
13 points in the game. Now a timeout called by Memphis.
Ladies.
And Memphis making a change here. Pass to Huff. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Now a timeout called by Memphis. Stan, we talk about this every night. So much great young talent coming into the NBA. Is there one player, though, in particular, who right now stands out to you?
Well, I have to say, Kevin, Victor Wembanyama. I don't know that we have ever seen a guy of that size do the things that he does. Now, you can say, well, what about Nikola Jokic? Well, Nikola Jokic, first of all, is not Victor Wembanyama's size. And then Victor's handle and his length, the guy's incredible. He's going to be the face of the NBA for a long, long time.
And finished off by Morant.
And what a show Morant is putting on. Every time he touches the ball, you feel like he's going to score.
And he comes up with the deuce.
And defensively, that's just not going to cut it.
Now here's Morant. 15 points in the game. Kennard, the bounce pass. Out to Morant. Hits it from three-point range. Morant's got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, they've come out of the break confidently. 4 of their first 5 here to start the second half.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That'll be his second foul of the game. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Pass to Bull. Grizzlies with the rebound.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here's the 3. Oh, KD parries the 3.
And you just love how quickly KD gets into his shot. No wasted motion.
And it's Williams finishing it off.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. And the foul on Dyson Daniels.
Third team foul.
That'll be his second foul of the game.
Substitution on the court.
Richardson outside. Knocked away. Stolen by Jackson.
Right there.
And the dunk by Jackson.
Jaren Jackson Jr.
Yeah, he was making sure of that one. Jackson with the strong finish.
Pass to Durant. Now Strus. Kennard covering. Just 5 to shoot. And it's Strus missing. And the Grizzlies leading by 19 points. Here's Daniels. Outside for Jackson. From outside the arc. It's hauled in by Adams. 3-pointer. The Grizzlies pull it in.
Yeah, he hasn't been at his best this quarter. I'd like to see him be a little more patient right now.
Left side Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Jackson Jr.
And the flush from Jackson Jr. Great wingspan, and at 6'11", he's got a little nasty in it.
Ball's knocked loose. Pass to Strus. Suns moving the ball around. Durant feeling it out a bit. The tray. Rebounded by Jackson.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. I wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Durant for 3. Good on the three-point shot. Durant's got 8.
You can see the confidence building now that he's found his mark from 3 in this second half. The defense is going to have to do a better job.
Back to Daniels. And stolen by Richardson. Off they go on a 3-on-1 break. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Strus. Clock at 6. Outside for KD. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Memphis ball.
And timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
Let's see those dance moves. Substitution on the court.
There's 10 seconds left to play in the third. Now Pippen. Here's Topic. The shot's good on the assist by Pippen. And the Grizzlies lead by 20.
Terrific perfect ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
And so it's Memphis controlling the game.
64.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for Memphis. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. And that will be the 4th of this string of 5 played on the road.
Well, no one gets to the hole better than Ja. His first step is unreal.
Armstrong. A special move before the shot.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
And that's an intentional foul. And, Greg, everyone loves talking trades. Future first-round picks have been moved quite a bit of late, and that's been kind of interesting.
And, Kevin, a lot of teams that don't control any of their future first-round picks. With so much pressure to win now, GMs are willing to use.
That is a great finish!
Oh, my. Well, yeah, there's that explosiveness we talk about with Morant. He gets off the floor with such ease.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Pass to Bull. Over Hartenstein. Bull can't hit.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control. Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Second team foul.
Here's Morant. The kick out to Bain. Pass to Kennard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Iguodala grabs the rebound. And here's Phoenix. Here's Armstrong. Williams with the block.
Well, this is the kind of defender Williams is. Aggressive and ready to go after blocks.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the 4th. And he's good on the 3 ball. Memphis leading by 19. Here's Morant. Driving inside. And he can't jam it through. Here's Iguodala. And Desmond Bain pulls it down. Launches a 3. Out to Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
And he can get to the rim with the best of them. Morant always finds a way.
Pass to Bull. Here's Armstrong. And the league limiting players from making public trade demands. This makes sense. That's a big change from the past, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it saves franchises from being put in a tough spot. Keeps a player's trade value high, which helps the team they're leaving.
And timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. And timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer. He has decided it's the right time to talk.
That's right, son, man. It's time to get loud and cheer on your son, Mike Squad. Attention, fans. Now on the court is your Mike Squad. Get loud and let them hear it. Who's ready for teacher time? Get on your feet and get loud, fans.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th quarter. Kept alive. Out to Morant. 6 to shoot. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Second personal foul.
You can see, and Coach, you can feel Ja Morant's star power, and His presence on the floor is such a factor. It affects the game.
Yeah, it sure does. And it even affects the energy in the building. His play is so dynamic, athletic, energetic. I mean, you can't sit and watch a Ja game. He's going to get you on your feet.
He is one of a kind for sure. Outside, KD. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Bane inside the three-point line. And that one's on target from the wing.
Love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Well, the rebounding battle tells the story. There's a big gap between them right now.
Greg, with how explosive Ja Morant is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health.
Count that one.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from there.
The three from KD. Drains the three-pointer. Durant's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
To the middle. Got a hand on it. Morant outside. Daniels from outside. Eason grabs the board.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Grizzlies.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so they'll stretch their victory total.
Hey, they wanna leave me to act like they need me. I do it alone. She wanna and go back to hubby. He probably could smell my cologne. The mercy, I show him no mercy. I really was watching the throne. They turning me down when my baby is asleep. Only time that I'm watching my tone. We don't want chips with a chip on our shoulder. If he Obi-Wan and